promised she wouldn't hug onto you while you slept anymore. But here she is, nuzzling into your chest. Being a light sleeper has always been helpful for you while traveling on the road. But this is your favorite use. You can always wake up to see her cuddling up to you, just before she wakes up and realizes what she's done, which seems like is happening now. You're not my pillow. Oh, darn it. Sorry, hero. I really thought that I wasn't gonna snuggle up to you this time. Where did the pillow even go? I kicked it on the ground? I'm sorry. I tried really hard this time. You almost seem patronizing when you pat my head with that smile. But I guess you're lucky I find it so endearing. What if I didn't? Well, there's no real consequence to it. You're just lucky. You have such a cute girl taking care of you, finding you rather adorable. What else could you really need? Huh? Am I not allowed to compliment myself? Or am I just supposed to leave that all to you? Well, you can't really blame me. You hardly do it. I don't think it'll kill you to compliment your favorite person once in a while, you know? You laugh and look in her eyes. You apologize and say you think Bella is one of the most beautiful women you know. And of course, one of the kindest. Wow, okay. I didn't expect you to say it so passionately. You must have gotten a lot of experience while you've been on this journey. Oh, don't pretend like I'm the only woman you're nice to. I seem to remember that you travel with a priestess. What about her? Well, rumors like to spiral, especially in nearby cities. They say the two of you make quite the endearing couple. Having the saintess's gentle and sweet nature beautifully contrast to your rough and gruff exterior. They're saying it's quite the love story of the century. Oh, don't worry, I'm just teasing you. I know the two of you aren't going steady or anything. But I am warning you, don't break her heart, okay? I can't imagine that poor cloistered woman traveling with a charming hero. That's a lot for her poor heart. You may want to make your intentions very clear with her so it doesn't get broken. What if you did have other intentions with her? Well, I'd be rather hurt if you didn't bring her back to meet us. It's as if you're trying to hide us from her. You're not embarrassed by us, are you? We are quite a humble village. And not to mention, I tell her plenty of embarrassing stories. You don a bit of a more serious face. You explain that you don't want anyone to know where you return to. You're scared of the Demon Queen finding out and destroying your village just to hurt you. Hey, I didn't mean to tease you that much. I know you have a reason for everything you do. And I know you're not actually embarrassed by us. I think I just got a little carried away with the teasing. I didn't mean to. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch your face. I just think I got carried away there. Why don't you get changed and I'll go work on breakfast? Alright, once we're done eating, we can stop by my place so I can get changed and, well, we can walk around the village and, well, you can catch me up on everything, alright? The ever-cheerful Bella. You don't really have the heart to tell her you need to leave the first thing in the morning. Nor do you have the heart to tell her about the dangers you're about to face. But you know you'll have to. You finish changing and take a seat to watch her finish up the eggs. She cuts a piece of bread for you, an apple, and pours you a glass of milk. I know it's not much for someone of your standing, but you have the Bella guarantee that it's going to be yummy, so go ahead and eat. Oh, you flatter me too much. But less talking and more eating. I don't want this meal to go to waste, and I'm looking forward to any stories that you have. How does this dress look on me? Pretty, right? A very sweet hero seems to have accidentally mixed this in with the food order that they send to us every once in a while. Coincidentally, it also had the name card Bella on it. I wonder who's responsible for that. Oh, come on now. You can't act that bashful. How am I supposed to tease you if you start acting this shy? Well, at least let me say thank you for the dress. It's really pretty. Plus, it's red, which is your favorite color, so I love it. You thought red was my favorite color? Why did you think that? You think it's my favorite because I wear a lot of red? Well, you said I looked really good in red when we were younger, so I try to wear it more often. That was a lot more embarrassing to admit than I thought. But do you want to know what my actual favorite color is? Well, yellow, obviously. It's the color of happiness, warmth, and trust. It's such a bright color that it just makes me happy every time I see it. Whether it be in the fields of wheat or as the sun moves across the sky. Are you trying to say that I should be a bard instead of a farm girl? I don't know about that. I might speak a bit romantically, but I'm sure the bards in the capital have me beat by a mile. But thank you for the compliment anyways. Alright, enough stalling. This patch of grass looks comfortable enough to relax on. You remove a handkerchief for her to sit on, as to not ruin her new dress. The both of you begin to talk, and you begin to tell her about your grand tales. You speak of the Northern Demon Army, and their Maraleth general. You're careful not to talk about your injuries, and only about your victories. Once you finish telling her how you slew the general, she looks at you, a bit perturbed. You really don't have to sugarcoat it for me. My dad already told me about how your army was almost trapped by the general. Plus, I see an extra scar on your back. She runs her finger along your back, where the wound used to be. I'm not mad that you didn't tell me. I'm a bit sad about it. I know there's nothing I can do for you when you're away from home. But when you're here with me, you don't need to pretend to be stoic and brave. You can be honest, complain, let out all your worries. I want to be the person you can feel the most, you with. And that's really hard to do when you hold back this much. You haven't even told me you're leaving yet. You accidentally let out a shocked look. How could she tell? Well, I could tell because you left your sword and your bag by the door. You always do that right before you leave. I know you want to pretend that you're not going to leave because you don't want me to be upset, but That means you're the only one carrying the burden. And even I know you can't stay very long. Even if I sound wishful that you will, I know you'll be back again. So please don't feel like you have to hide things from me anymore. Good. I trust you with all my heart. But you certainly make me work overtime to earn yours. That hardly seems fair. Oh, I didn't mean for it to come off that way. Don't worry, I forgive you. I'm just going to ask that you take me to the capital. Maybe take me to a fancy restaurant the next time you have time off? Yep, one that serves plenty of desserts. Maybe we can even go shopping for a nicer dress so I don't stick out like a sore thumb. You let her know, no matter what clothes she wears, she will always be the loveliest flower in the room. Well, now look at who's the poet. You're far too good with flattery nowadays. And I don't need to look lovely to anyone but you. Why would I ever need the stare of nobles when I have the hero's gaze on me? I'd hate to waste this time, so forgive me for being impolite. Since you laid on my lap last night, it's my turn to lay on yours. Yep, it makes us even. But your thighs are kind of muscular. I'll need to fatten you up so it's a bit softer. Like mine? Are you implying mine are soft? Well, glad you find them comfortable then. Hey, promise me you're always going to come home. Even if you win and become a king or something. What if you can't come home? Well, promise me you'll bring me along then. I can't imagine you trying to do anything without me to take care of your house, no matter how big it is or how many people you have to help. I think we both know I would be the hardest worker you have. You begin to run your fingers through her long hair and say that, of course, she's the only person who can take care of you the best. You would never leave her behind. Then it's a promise. And I know you don't break them, so I look forward to living with you in the fancy castle. Even if you don't think you will. There's no way the hero of Avanter is going to be some country bumpkin like this after you win. Even if you end up moving up in the world, I'll be right behind you. I can't exactly go abandoning my hero even after they finish their duties. So don't worry, I'll never leave you.